China is one of the most important sales markets for Europe's largest car manufacturer. The VW Group has been present in joint ventures in the Middle Empire for over 30 years. This underlines the importance of their presence at the largest car show in China, which is again being held in Shanghai this year. This year, the group evening was opened by Audi. They provided a brief glimpse of the A6L e-tron built in China for the Chinese market. The Ingolstadt manufacturers want to launch the plug-in hybrid Q7 e-tron onto the market during the second half of the year. This should ensure extra sales of the large SUV, as environmentally friendly mobility is becoming increasingly important in China. This meant that interest was suitably aroused by the Prologue all-road concept. It is not only a preview of the future design DNA of models to come, it also shows the way things are going to shape up when it comes to connectivity. Bentley has an excellent reputation with the Chinese. This brand fascinates customers because it derives from the sport of motor racing. For this reason, the Continental and GT3 trim just had to be there. The refurbished GT Speed celebrated its premiere in China. Despite its 635 horsepower, it's now more efficient. But its fans are really more likely to buy it because of its performance. It has a top speed of 331 kilometers per hour. The EXP 10-Speed 6 is still a concept car. Nevertheless, it was already clear at the group evening that this impressive coupe could actually be built if reaction is suitably positive. It will be. Even if they're not really that sporty, Scania trucks are part of the VW Group, a very important group brand in the booming transport sector in China, as efficient trucks are in demand. Until now, transport costs have been 10% higher there than in Europe, and fuel-efficient trucks should soon change this. Skoda presented the new Superb at the group evening as a premiere in Asia. It's already clear to see that with its new design and famous combination of functionality and space, it's going to be a success in China. Lamborghini is also a firm favorite on the Chinese market. Many well-to-do Chinese people have several of these Italian supersports cars parked in their garages. This Aventador LP 750-4 Super Veloce will have a limited production run of 600. MAN was another truck manufacturer present at the VW Group evening. The new TGX D38 had its world premiere at the preview evening of the auto show. With this truck, MAN want to show that the transport sector can become safer thanks to the many driver assistance systems already available in the car sector. This year, VW are focused on the theme of zero emissions. For this reason, the Golf GTE will also be available at Chinese car showrooms this summer. The Passat GTE will also arrive a year later. This car is also a GTE, but still just a concept. It's called the C-Coupe GTE, and it's over 5 meters long. With a total system power of 245 horsepower, the concept car is intended as both a driver's and a chauffeur's car. Very important in China, as people like to be driven over there. Bugatti brought the Veyron Grand Sport Vitesse with them again. This is the curtain call for the 431 kilometers per hour record holder in China, but its successor is already in the starting blocks. Like its successful predecessor, it is going to be a true thoroughbred from the Bugatti stable. This concept car gives us a preview of what a large SUV from the Seat brand could look like. The concept car was already on show in Geneva, and so it makes sense to present it in China too. Although the auto show in Shanghai is actually a car show, as its name suggests, Ducati still fits into the most important automotive trade fair in China, because apart from powerful cars, powerful motorbikes are one of the things people treat themselves to in China if they can afford it. For Chinese people who are looking for a real sports car which also suits daily traffic, they just have to consider a Porsche. China has now become the second largest sales market for the Schwaben manufacturers. This is why the 911 Style Edition was presented for the first time. It was developed exclusively for this market. The VW Group built around 3.5 million cars last year in the largest country in the world. But Europe's largest car manufacturer also wants to play an active role in the country's future. This is why large sums of money will be invested in education and training. But there's also an active partnership in professional football. Wolfsburg FC training camps are a gateway to experiencing values such as discipline and passion. And every visitor to the group evening in Shanghai received as a symbolic gift a replica of the Chinese professional footballer Zhang's football shirt to take home.